Josslyn thought she was in control. But this week on General Hospital, one wrong move puts her face to face with a terrifying threat, and she may not make it out alive. As secrets explode and enemies close in, Josslyn finds herself cornered by danger with no escape, while powerful players like Sunny and Carly scramble to contain the fallout. But here's the twist. The deeper Joss digs, the worse it gets. And someone is watching her every move. With shocking intel, risky decisions, and a mystery that spirals out of control, this isn't just another week in Port Charles. It's the moment everything could change forever. Because when Josslyn is in danger, no one is safe. Weekly General Hospital spoilers. May 4-8, Josslyn is in danger. The week of May 4-8 in General Hospital isn't just another chapter in Port Charles, it's a slow-burning explosion waiting to happen. Tension coils tightly around Josslyn Jax, and by the time the dust begins to settle, nothing and no one will be the same. Danger doesn't just knock on her door this week. It breaks in, settles deep into her life, and forces everyone connected to her into a desperate race against time. This isn't a story about one threat. It's about layers, emotional, psychological, and physical, closing in on Josslyn from every direction. Josslyn at the center of the storm. Josslyn has grown up in chaos, but this week pushes her into unfamiliar territory. She's no longer reacting to danger. She's becoming its focal point. What makes this storyline so gripping is the shift in power dynamics. Josslyn has always been strong-willed, outspoken, and resilient, but resilience doesn't mean invincibility. This week strips away the illusion of control she's been holding on to. Someone is watching her. Someone is calculating. And worst of all, someone knows exactly how to exploit her vulnerabilities. At first, it feels subtle. A glance that lingers too long, a coincidence that doesn't quite add up. But by midweek, the tension escalates into something far more sinister. Josslyn realizes she's not just being observed, she's being targeted. The danger isn't random. What elevates this storyline is that the danger surrounding Josslyn isn't random. It's personal. Whoever is behind this knows her patterns, her habits, her emotional triggers. This isn't a crime of opportunity. It's intentional, and that raises a terrifying question. Is this about revenge, or something even darker? As the week unfolds, clues begin to surface, but each answer only leads to more questions. The deeper Josslyn digs, the more she realizes she may have unknowingly stepped into a situation far bigger than herself. Carly's worst nightmare. No one feels the weight of this threat more than Carly. Carly has faced enemies, betrayals, and life or death situations before, but nothing compares to the fear of losing her daughter. This week, that fear becomes almost unbearable. At first, Carly tries to rationalize the situation. She tells herself it's nothing, that Josslyn is overreacting, that everything is under control. But deep down, she knows better. Carly's instincts have always been sharp, and they're screaming at her now. Something is very, very wrong. As the danger becomes more apparent, Carly shifts into full protective mode. She starts asking questions, pushing boundaries, and confronting anyone who might be connected. And that's when things start to get dangerous for her too. Because the truth she's chasing, someone doesn't want it uncovered. A web of suspicion. Port Charles thrives on secrets, and this week suspicion spreads like wildfire. Every interaction feels loaded. Every conversation carries subtext. Characters who once seemed trustworthy now feel uncertain. Is this tied to a past enemy resurfacing? Is someone closer to Josslyn involved? Or is this an entirely new threat with unknown motives? What makes the situation even more volatile is the lack of clarity. Josslyn doesn't know who to trust, and neither does anyone else. Even her closest allies begin to feel like question marks. Emotional fallout. The danger isn't just physical, it's emotional. Josslyn starts to unravel under the pressure. Her confidence begins to crack, replaced by doubt and fear. She questions her instincts, her decisions, even her own safety in places that once felt secure. This emotional vulnerability adds depth to the storyline. It's not just about survival, it's about identity. Who is Josslyn when she's not in control? Who does she become when fear starts dictating her choices? These questions linger throughout the week, giving the story a psychological edge that makes it even more compelling. A risky decision. Midweek, Josslyn makes a decision that could change everything. Instead of backing down, she pushes forward. She starts investigating on her own, digging into clues, confronting suspicions, and trying to get ahead of the threat. It's a bold move. It's also incredibly dangerous, because the closer she gets to the truth, the closer she gets to whoever is behind it. And they're watching her every move. The tension reaches a breaking point. By Thursday and Friday, the tension hits a boiling point. Events begin to spiral out of control. What started as suspicion turns into undeniable danger. Josslyn finds herself in a situation where escape isn't guaranteed, and help may not arrive in time. This is where the storyline truly shines. The pacing accelerates, the stakes skyrocket, and the emotional intensity reaches its peak. Every decision matters, every second counts, and one wrong move could have devastating consequences. Allies step in, but is it enough? As the danger becomes impossible to ignore, people begin to rally around Josslyn. Carly refuses to stand by. Others step in, determined to protect her, to uncover the truth, and to stop whatever is coming. But here's the problem. They're already behind. Whoever is targeting Josslyn has been planning this for a long time. They've anticipated reactions, prepared contingencies, covered their tracks. This isn't a fight on equal ground, and that imbalance creates a sense of urgency that drives the story forward. A shocking revelation? As the week closes, there are strong hints that a major revelation is on the horizon. Something big, something that recontextualizes everything. It might not fully come to light yet, but the pieces are starting to fall into place. And when they do, the fallout will be explosive. Because this isn't just about Josslyn anymore. It's about everyone connected to her and the secrets they may be hiding. Why this storyline works. This week's General Hospital arc succeeds because it combines multiple layers of storytelling. Suspense. The constant sense of being watched keeps viewers on edge. Emotion. Josslyn's vulnerability adds depth and relatability. Mystery. The unknown identity of the threat fuels speculation. Character dynamics. Relationships are tested under pressure. It's not just about what happens, it's about how it affects the characters. And that's what makes it memorable. The bigger picture. Josslyn's danger isn't an isolated event. It's part of a larger narrative shift. This storyline has the potential to reshape alliances, expose hidden truths, and set up long-term consequences that ripple throughout Port Charles. It's a turning point, and depending on how it unfolds, it could redefine Josslyn's character moving forward. Will she emerge stronger, more cautious, or permanently changed by what she's about to face? Final thoughts. The week of May 4th 8 delivers one of the most intense arcs in recent General Hospital memory. Josslyn's descent into danger is gripping, emotional, and filled with uncertainty. This isn't just a storyline, it's a test of strength, of trust, of survival. And as the threat closes in, one thing becomes painfully clear. In Port Charles, danger doesn't always come with a warning. Sometimes it's already too late.